Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're taking a trip back in time, deep into the Canadian wilderness. If you grew up in Canada during the 1960s or 70s, there's a good chance you remember a certain catchy theme song and the promise of outdoor adventure. That's right, we're talking about the beloved television series, The Forest Rangers. The show's opening credits alone were enough to capture any kid's imagination. A colorful montage of Ontario's great outdoors paired with that unforgettable melody. The series was set in the fictional village of Indian River, located on the edge of Algonquin Park. At its heart was a group of kids, the Junior Forest Rangers, who were living the absolute dream. They had their own massive Hudson's Bay fort, canoes, horses, and even walkie-talkies. They were the envy of kids everywhere, not just for the cool gear, but for the one thing they had in abundance: adventure. These Junior Rangers weren't just playing around. They were heroes in their own right, always ready to put out forest fires, rescue lost hikers, and foil the plans of various villains. They didn't do it alone, of course. They had a team of wise and capable adults watching over them. There was the legendary Canadian actor Gordon Pinsent as RCMP Sergeant Brian Scott, always there to represent the law. Then you had the Chief Forest Ranger, George Keeley, played by Graydon Gould, ran the local Department of Lands and Forests. And who could forget Joe Two Rivers, the knowledgeable local Ojibwe guide, played by Michael Zenin. The Junior Rangers themselves were a diverse and memorable group. There was Chub, Pete, Kathy, Mike, and Gaby, just to name a few. They lived in what felt like a kid's paradise, a world without school or parents, where the main rules were about conservation and respecting nature. While they often found themselves in sticky situations, the show was remarkably gentle. The trouble usually came from clueless adults who ignored the Chief Ranger's advice and put themselves in danger. Most of the time, these troublemakers would just get a firm talking to in the Chief Ranger's office. However, I do remember a few episodes, like the classic Hole in the Ice, where the culprits were actually handed over to Sergeant Scott for some real punishment. Beyond the main cast, the show was filled with a host of colorful supporting characters that made the world of Indian River feel so real and vibrant. You had the lovable French-Canadian Uncle Raoul, and the 100-year-old grumpy but charming gold prospector, Mr. McLeod. We also can't forget Ms. Aggie Apple, who ran the local marina and restaurant, or Charlie Appleby, the low-flying bush pilot. Each of these characters added their own unique flavor to the series. The Forest Rangers was more than just a TV show. It was a cultural touchstone for a generation of Canadians. It celebrated the beauty of the Canadian wilderness, promoted conservation, and showed kids that they could be brave, responsible, and make a real difference. The series ran for over 100 episodes and was broadcast in more than 40 countries, sharing a piece of Canadian outdoor spirit with the world. Even today, the memory of those Junior Rangers, their fort, and their adventures in the great outdoors continues to bring a smile to the faces of those who grew up with them. It was a wholesome, exciting show that truly captured the magic of childhood and the call of the wild. So, what are your favorite memories of the Forest Rangers? Did you have a favorite Junior Ranger or a particular episode you loved? Let me know in the comments below. It's always great to hear from fellow fans. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this trip down memory lane, don't forget to like, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video.